Two bills passed to restore equality. HB 147, the prohibition of DEI institutional discrimination in state government and education, passed. Representative Tarver, you were a sponsor on this bill. Can you explain what it does and who it will affect in practice?
Sorry, what bill are we referring to?
Okay. 147, prohibition of DEI institutional discrimination in state government and education. It passed.
Yeah, it sounded like a great idea to me. Do I know a lot about the bill? Absolutely not. I just used some common sense on that one and voted with it. So if you want to do a deep dive into that bill, you're going to pass someone else. And is there someone here that would like to speak on it? Because I truthfully don't know.
Okay, you could yield your time to sponsored by Angelo, Snap, and Tarvers.
Can you repeat the question? I'm dying to talk about this. So DEI, yeah, we are ending DEI in state government particularly. We want people based on merits, on their quality of work, their character, not on color of skin or anything like that. And I've heard a lot of people say, well, this is going to limit people with disabilities. That is not what that does. We have the Americans with Disability Act that protects our disabled. I have a disabled nephew, very sensitive to that issue. But we have heard time and time again, this was one of the out of 5, this was the number 3 topic in the state of Wyoming when we pulled it, that people are done with woke agendas. People wanted DEI gone. This was a direct result from our constituency saying, hey, we don't like this. And I think a lot of us will agree with that here. That we want people based on merit. We are a very hardworking blue collar community. We put on our bootstraps. We have some of the lowest unemployment rates. We work and we expect other people to do it too. And so that's the basis of the bill. It's pretty simple, and I think it was overwhelmingly passed amongst your delegation. So.
No, I really don't know. But I'll tell you what, I know a good idea when I see it, and honestly, this is a good lesson to folks. Be careful of what you co-sponsor, because this does pop up, and sometimes if the actual sponsor can't present a bill, you're going to be asked to. So what have I learned? Don't co-sponsor unless you understand the bill thoroughly. So
I can speak to it if you want me to. So the 147 was one of the 5 and dime bills, and it, as Abby mentioned, it really, the language is talking about doing things based on people's immutable characteristics, and it forbids our higher education institutions from doing that. And I don't know if you saw it in the news, but the University of Wyoming has just begun responding to an investigation from the Department of Education based on a scholarship program that they've been accepting that uses DEI. And in their response, they mentioned in their final paragraph that they have already begun working on removing DEI processes in their in everything that they do at the university. It's going to take some time because this stuff it's like cancer in the brain. It goes everywhere and there's tentacles. But they admitted that they had already begun that because the legislature has been saying for the last couple of years that we want this removed from your processes and what you do. And so that was that one. The other one, I can't remember the number, but the purpose was in government itself, because a lot of our government employees outside of education have to go through DEI training, those types of things, and this was to eliminate that.